The minimum size grounding electrode conductor permitted for a 15-kV transformer is number 8. This requirement is based on ensuring adequate capacity to safely conduct fault current to ground. Electrical codes, such as the National Electrical Code, provide specific guidelines for grounding electrode conductor sizing based on transformer capacity. A grounding electrode conductor connects the transformer's grounding point to the grounding electrode system, typically a ground rod, ground plate, or underground metallic water pipe. The primary purpose of this connection is to provide a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, facilitating the rapid operation of overcurrent protective devices such as circuit breakers or fuses. When a fault occurs within the transformer or connected equipment, the fault current will flow through the grounding electrode conductor to ground. If the grounding electrode conductor is undersized, it may not be able to handle the magnitude of the fault current, potentially leading to overheating, insulation damage, or even fire hazards. The size of the grounding electrode conductor is determined by the size of the transformer's secondary conductors or the size of the overcurrent protective device protecting the secondary conductors, but the code also specifies a minimum size. The NEC Table 250.66 provides guidance on sizing grounding electrode conductors based on the size of the service entrance conductors. While this table primarily applies to service entrances, it can also be used as a reference for sizing grounding electrode conductors for transformers, especially when specific transformer grounding requirements are not explicitly detailed elsewhere in the code. The NEC Section 250.30 outlines specific grounding requirements for separately derived systems, which includes transformers. This section references Table 250.66 for determining the size of the grounding electrode conductor. It's important to consult this section and the relevant tables in the NEC to ensure compliance with the code requirements. In the case of a 15-kV transformer, the secondary current needs to be calculated to determine the appropriate grounding electrode conductor size. The secondary current can be estimated using the formula kVA times 1000 divided by the secondary voltage. Assuming a typical secondary voltage of 208 volts 3-phase, the secondary current would be approximately 15,000 divided by 208 times the square root of 3, which equals approximately 41.6 amps. If the secondary voltage is 480 volts 3-phase, the secondary current would be approximately 15,000 divided by 480 times the square root of 3, which equals approximately 18 amps. The next step would be determining the appropriate overcurrent protection device. For example, if a 60 amp overcurrent protection device is used to protect the secondary conductors, NEC Table 250.122 is used to determine the minimum size equipment grounding conductor. According to the table, a 60 amp overcurrent protection device would require a number 10 copper or number 8 aluminum or copper-clad aluminum equipment grounding conductor. Note that the grounding electrode conductor and the equipment grounding conductor are two different conductors. For a 15-kV transformer, the grounding electrode conductor is run from the transformer's neutral point, or the grounded conductor, to the grounding electrode, such as a ground rod. The equipment grounding conductor connects the non-current carrying metal parts of equipment to the grounding system. When installing a 15-kV transformer, ensure that the grounding electrode conductor is properly connected to the grounding electrode system. The grounding electrode system should consist of one or more grounding electrodes, such as ground rods, ground plates, or an underground metallic water pipe. The grounding electrode system should be properly installed and maintained to ensure a low impedance path to ground. It is essential to use appropriate connectors and hardware for connecting the grounding electrode conductor to the grounding electrode. The connectors and hardware should be listed for the purpose and should be compatible with the conductor material. Regularly inspect the grounding electrode conductor and the grounding electrode system to ensure that they are in good condition and free from corrosion or damage. Replace any damaged or corroded components immediately. In addition to the grounding electrode conductor, it is also important to ensure that the transformer's enclosure and other non-current carrying metal parts are properly grounded. This can be achieved by connecting an equipment grounding conductor from the transformer's enclosure to the grounding system. The equipment grounding conductor should be sized according to the ANSI Table 250.122. When installing a transformer, it is important to follow all applicable electrical codes and standards. Electrical codes are designed to ensure the safety of people and property and should be strictly adhered to. If you are not familiar with electrical codes and standards, it is recommended to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. Proper grounding is essential for the safe and reliable operation of a transformer. A properly grounded transformer will help to protect against electrical shock hazards, reduce the risk of fire, and improve the performance of electrical equipment. Neglecting grounding requirements can have serious consequences, including electrical shock, fire, and equipment damage. If you have any questions or concerns about grounding a transformer, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical engineer. When selecting a grounding electrode conductor, consider the environmental conditions in which the transformer will be installed. In corrosive environments, such as those near saltwater or industrial facilities, it may be necessary to use a corrosion-resistant grounding electrode conductor material, such as copper-clad steel. Ensure that the grounding electrode conductor is properly protected from physical damage. If the conductor is exposed to physical damage, it may be necessary to install it in a conduit or other protective enclosure. When connecting the grounding electrode conductor to the grounding electrode, ensure that the connection is mechanically sound and electrically conductive. Use appropriate connectors and hardware that are listed for the purpose. Periodically inspect the grounding electrode conductor and the grounding electrode system to ensure that they are in good condition and free from corrosion or damage. Replace any damaged or corroded components immediately. Proper grounding is essential for the safe and reliable operation of a transformer. A properly grounded transformer will help to protect against electrical shock hazards, reduce the risk of fire, and improve the performance of electrical equipment. Neglecting grounding requirements can have serious consequences, including electrical shock, fire, and equipment damage. Remember that the minimum size grounding electrode conductor for a 15 kV transformer is number 8. Always consult the latest edition of the National Electrical Code and local regulations for specific requirements. Proper grounding is not just about meeting code requirements, it's about ensuring safety and protecting equipment. Transformers are vital components in electrical distribution systems, and their safe operation is paramount. Always prioritize safety when working with electrical equipment. Grounding is a critical aspect of electrical safety and should never be overlooked. Regular inspections and maintenance of grounding systems are essential to ensure their continued effectiveness. A well-maintained grounding system provides a reliable path for fault current, minimizing the risk of electrical hazards. Stay informed about the latest updates and revisions to electrical codes and standards. The electrical industry is constantly evolving, and it's important to keep up with the latest changes to ensure compliance and safety. If you are unsure about any aspect of transformer grounding, seek guidance from a qualified electrical professional. Their expertise can help you ensure that your transformer is properly grounded and meets all applicable requirements. Grounding is a fundamental principle of electrical safety and is essential to understand its importance. By following proper grounding practices, you can help to protect yourself, your property, and others from electrical hazards. The size of the grounding electrode conductor is crucial for the effectiveness of the grounding system. An undersized conductor may not be able to handle the fault current, compromising the safety of the installation. Always err on the side of caution when selecting the size of the grounding electrode conductor. It's better to use a larger conductor than required than to use a conductor that is too small. Proper grounding is not just a matter of compliance, it's a matter of responsibility. As an electrical professional, it is your responsibility to ensure that all electrical installations are safe and compliant. By following proper grounding practices, you can help to protect lives and property from electrical hazards. In summary, the minimum size grounding electrode conductor for a 15 kV transformer is number 8 according to the National Electrical Code. This requirement is based on ensuring adequate capacity to safely conduct fault current to ground, protecting against electrical shock hazards, reducing the risk of fire, and improving the performance of electrical equipment. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local regulations for specific requirements, and seek guidance from a qualified electrical professional if you have any questions or concerns. Remember, safety is paramount when working with electrical equipment.